What's up guys? In this video we're going to be looking at sprawling. So this is a basic technique that we can use when someone tries to attack our legs. It basically results in us dropping down on top of them, broadening our base of support, keeping our legs nice and wide, and then facilitating us getting back up or keeping the dominant position while we're on top of someone. So in this video we're going to look at two variations of sprawling with a separate get up drill for each one. So the first one is going to be a straight up and down, and the second one is going to be off to the side. So the first drill that we're going to do is going to be the straight up and down sprawling technique. Okay, I'm just going to drop down, plant my hands on the ground, keep my legs nice and wide, weight on the balls of my feet and my hands. I'm going to dip my hips down to drop my weight down through the floor or through the opponent if they end up underneath me. Okay, and then we'll have a look at the get up drill for this afterwards. So for the straight up and down, all I'm going to do is imagine that my attacker is coming in towards my legs. Okay, he's trying to tackle me, or he's trying to take me into a double leg or a single leg. All I'm going to do is drop my weight down, kick my feet back, plant my hands on the ground, drop my hips through, okay, land my weight down on top of him. So that's our basic straight up and down sprawl drill, okay? So for when someone's coming in to attack our legs. So to get up for this drill, from that bottom position, all we're going to do is drive 1 foot forward, okay, and we're going to come up into a nice long lunge. What this is going to do is really widen our base of support front to back. We're going to keep a nice side to side width, okay? It's going to make us really stable. It's going to allow us to push up off that bent leg and stand, or it's going to put us in a position where we can defend ourselves if there are multiple attackers whilst dealing with an opponent on the ground. So from the bottom position of our sprawl here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my left foot, I'm going to lift my hips and drive my left knee forward. I'm going to take this nice long lunge position. Okay, so if I've got an opponent underneath me here, I've now got my foot by their right arm, if they're on the ground, face down. Okay, I've still got my hands here, so I can still use those, but at the same time I can push up with that leg and hands up into a vertical position, and I can then disengage if I need to. So again, nice and easy, hips up, step through with the foot, drive off if we need to, keep those hands up to cover us, or if we need to, we're now in a position where we can deal with this person on the floor more effectively. So the next sprawl position that we're going to look at is one where we land with one hip first, so we're going to land at a slight angle or side on. It's important when we land that we point our toes in the direction of the upward hip. So if I land right hip first, my toes need to be pointing off to my left. So again, this is going to happen much the same as with our straight up and down sprawl, except I'm going to lead, in this case, with my right hip. It's equally possible to do it on the left. So again, the opponent's coming in, they're trying to tackle us or take control of our legs. We're going to drop down, drive that hip to the ground, support our weight on our body, and then support our weight on our feet. And our feet are going to be pointing away from that downward hip. So our get up here is going to take the form of a half circle pass. Okay, this is why it's really important to point our toes in one direction or the other, because we're going to move in that direction when we do this pass to get up. So what we're going to do is roll on the feet, so the balls of our feet are on the ground. Because we've pointed our toes, this will start moving us around. Then we're just going to kick the furthest leg across and move the closest leg around. So the half circle pass in isolation is going to look something like this. You can see my feet are pointed to the left. Okay, I've got them nice flat on the ground. What I'm going to do to start with is roll up onto the balls of those feet, and already I start to move around. Then I'm going to move my right foot and left foot. One, two, nice and quick. And I'm now at a 90-degree angle to where my opponent will have fallen. I can then push up and disengage, or again I can deal with them on the ground if I need to.